Welcome to Lesson 8 of Unit 10, Wind and Water Change the Earth. In this final lesson of the unit, students will work to answer the question, what can we learn from testing and comparing ideas to improve our projects? Students will build, test, and observe the effectiveness of their windbreaks, then use peer feedback to redesign. They figure out that models of solutions can help engineers evaluate the effectiveness of their designs. They also figure out that communication and responding to feedback is important when designing solutions. In the Engage, students return to the drawing on Student Journal page 18, Wind, Erosion, Observation, and Planning sheet. Ask if they have any new ideas to add to the drawing before building, reminding them of the building materials they will have access to. Explore, return to the Engineering Design cycle on Student Journal page 18, and remind students that they are now going to work in teams to construct their prototypes. Remember that their designs are not to be perfected during this initial attempt. Allow about 10 to 15 minutes for this first build. In the Explain, student teams will test their windbreaks, give and receive feedback. Set up the testing station by adding sand to the large foil pan. Place the tray inside the large bag to catch any sand that may blow out of the tray. Use caution with students, having them either wear safety goggles or stand out of the area that the hairdryer will be directed in. Point the hairdryer downward toward the sand on a low setting. After the team tests their windbreak, they can record their observations for their prototype on Student Journal page 19, Windbreak Testing, Observations, and Redesign. Repile the sand as needed between tests. In the Elaborate, redirect students to the Engineering Design cycle on Student Journal page 18 to review the steps completed and identify any remaining steps. Give student teams time to communicate and decide what to improve based on the testing and feedback. There is room at the bottom of Student Journal page 19 for students to draw a redesign of their windbreak before rebuilding. In the Evaluate, students can retest their designs, evaluating which of their two windbreaks was more effective in solving the problem of reducing wind erosion and explaining what evidence supports their conclusion. Finally, students can compare their design to the other teams, determining the most effective solution based on observations and evidence. By the end of this lesson, students will have completed the design challenge for the unit, testing and evaluating the performance of windbreaks, and improving their designs based on test results.